Now, when I first heard Regal was doing a mystery movie that was PG, I was like, hey, I've never been to a mystery movie before. I'm gonna go. Of course, my brother wanted to come, even though he may not look happy in this picture. He wanted to dress for the occasion. Now, I do think it is between two movies. The first one is Limana. I know I'm saying that wrong. But, the reason why is because this movie is not very known. Not a lot of people know it's coming to Netflix on June 30th. So, it would be a good job for Netflix to promote this movie for a mystery movie. I do think it is a 75% chance it will be that. But however, Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken, there's also not a lot of marketing behind that. But it is Dreamworks, and Dreamworks is a very well-known studio. So, I think it's only 25% chance that will be Ruby Gillman and Teenage Kraken. But yeah, I went to the theater. We were in Auditorium 4. Me and my brother are excited to see what the mystery movie will be. And then it was actually Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. I was very surprised. I had this big smile on my face too, because I was gonna watch it next week, but I get to watch it early. And yeah, my brother was excited too. Here's a picture of him after the movie. But anyways, what did I think on Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken? Now, I think it's alright. It's nothing special. I did feel like the trailers did give way too much of the movie away. But more on that, let's start off with everything I liked about Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. Now for starters, this is a original idea. We do not see many original ideas for movies these days. I did really like the originality of this movie. Now, it is not fully original, but we will get more on that in a second. But for the most part, what the trailers promised us for the mermaids, we got that. The mermaid part is a original story. We do not see many stories like this. And another thing, this is a enjoyable, nice, sweet movie. It has those themes for the kids and for adults. It has the lessons learned. It has all of that, just like normal movies do. Now, most of the jokes do land. There's a good decent amount in here that will make the adults laugh and the kids laugh. There's some good jokes in here. That's everything I liked. Now time to go on to what I didn't like. And what I didn't like I said about the original story. Now, the part that's not the mermaids and the krakens, with the story about prom that's in here, it is not a original story. We've seen stories like that a million times. It's only the Kraken and the mermaid story that's original. But then we have the story about prom in here that is not original at all. And on that as well, there's like multiple stories happening. I mean, like there's only two, but for an hour and 30-minute movie, it's kind of too much. You kind of need one cohesive storyline. And yeah, I did in fact feel the runtime for this movie. It is only an hour and 30 minutes long. I felt the runtime. It was extending so much. But the reason why I do think that is because the trailers did give a lot away. Like, the trailers gave away most of the movie about the Kraken and mermaids, that you just don't feel the tension because you know how everything's gonna end. You know, like the plot twist in it and stuff because of the trailers. Now, if you have not seen any trailers for this movie or promotion, you're gonna like this movie way more than I did. But knowing everything, the trailers gave away too much that I kind of knew where this was all building up to. So it kind of felt pointless for most of the movie. Now, what the trailers did promise us do not happen for a long time in the movie as well. So if you want to watch this movie, keep in mind that what the trailer promised us is only one of the two stories in here. It focuses more on the first story, and then the second story, then the first story again, and then goes back to the second story. So it is not just one plot, it's multiple plots throughout the movie. And this movie can be predictable. I just wish they kept to that original story instead of branching out into another story as well. Because that other story they're telling is very predictable. Even though that story is not in the trailer, it's predictable. We've seen movies like that all the time. But the story that they promised us in the trailer, if they did not give away that much in the trailer, then it would have been a good story. But since they're doing two stories, it's just not working out that well. They don't have a nice way to blend it all together for a satisfying payoff. The characters' arcs are predictable. It is the first story is predictable. Everything about those two are predictable. But overall, Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken, it's an okay movie. Now, my brother, who is 8, he really enjoyed this movie, but throughout the movie, he just kept, like, moving around in his seat. After the movie, I asked him, he's like, I couldn't see, which, I don't know, he moves around in the seats a lot, so I don't know if he, like, didn't like the movie, but after the movie, he did say he really enjoyed the movie, but I don't know, so maybe your kids will like this movie. I'm guessing if you're, like, a teenager and older, you'll think what I think. You'll find the movies meh. It's okay. There's way better animated movies out there. This is not a must-see movie. Like, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, like, fantastic movie. That's, like, one of the best Dreamworks movies I ever seen. Same thing with Shrek 1 and 2. This movie, it matches more of the Ants feel. More, it doesn't match the top-tier Dreamworks movies. It's not that memorable. It's not good. It's like, it's meh. Now, I mean, like, even though what I like section is extremely short, I'll give this movie a weak recommend. Hi, this is me editing this video, and I want to say the weak recommend that I gave this movie, that's only for, like, if you're, like, really into animated movies. Like, this movie is like Strange World Turning Red to most of you people. That's what this kind of movie is. It's like around that top tier kind of level of Strange World and Turning Red. I say more on the Strange World tier. Yeah, overall, weak recommend, like I said. Not that enjoyable, Strange World. It's a Strange World tier movie. I would wait to stream this movie. It depends on the audience who will really like this movie. There is stuff to like in this movie as well, like the original idea, the jokes are good, characters are likable, but overall, it's a meh to okay movie, not a must-see. Out of 10, since it's like a weak recommend, I probably give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe that's way too high. I'll probably like it more on rewatch, but I don't want to watch this movie in theaters again. I can wait for Peacock, physical media. I can wait to rent it at the Redbox. I will not buy this movie. It's like a one-time and done watch. You do not need to watch it. There's no reason to watch this in theaters at all. You can skip the movie theater. Wait for the Redbox, Prime, whatever you want for it. And it's not that enjoyable, really. Maybe younger kids will like it more because they don't really know the necessary story to it, but I didn't find it enjoyable. So, anyways, that's my review. Like and subscribe. See you guys on next time. Goodbye.